Finally, a new Fox Football Friday feature we're calling Sideline Specialists. We'll be highlighting the super fans, water boys, and ball boys who mean a whole lot to their team and community. Meet Dennis, the McClain ball boy and passionate Highlander supporter for the better part of 2 decades. Coach Pete Joseph says Dennis can tell you all kinds of stats about McClain football, and no matter who coaches the team, Dennis will always be in control of the sideline.
Super loyal guy, loves McClain, loves being involved with the kids, loves being involved with the school. Matter of fact, there's times when it's a hard time to get him out of the locker room, even after games. He'll stay there till 2 in the morning if he could. And one thing about Dennis is he's always involved in the game. I always tell the kids, you know, you're part of that sideline. You have that focus and you have that passion for the sport. You'd accept any job, any role, and do the best you can.
Coach Joseph says nobody at McClain knows how old Dennis is or what his last name is, just Dennis, the ball boy. Meet David Gonzalez, a 2013 Sunnyside High alum and super fan. He's been leading the Wildcats onto the field every year since he was a sophomore and gets high fives on the team's way into the locker room at halftime. David has mild cerebral palsy, but that doesn't stop him from playing a little baseball and flag football and cheering louder than anyone on that Sunnyside sideline.
I like being out here, supporting my team. I'm the #1 high school guy in Fresno.
He likes the football, the excitement, kind of like wanting to be in there with the guys and playing football with them. He wants to get out and have fun with everybody else this year, you know. Friday night lights, you know. So, and he's been very, I've kept him very happy.
Meet Colin on your left here and Johnny on your right. Both Redskin alums. They take care of the water at not just every Tulare game, home and away, but practice too. They also help set up equipment, coaches' headsets, and the training table before games. Johnny's been doing this for at least 32 years, riding his bike to the school daily, and he helps out with basketball and baseball as well. Both Colin and Johnny are on the autistic spectrum, but Coach Darren Bennett says they're really smart and know team stats better than he does.
They're both great guys. You know, they're both alumni. They're both great. You know, the kids like them. The coaches like them. They're as much a part of Redskin football as anybody I know who is. The pro guy. You know, we got the guys in the pros, this and that, but those guys are just as much a part of it as any of the kids we've ever had, or it wouldn't be the same without them.
Meet Ricardo Barajas, Hanford West senior and Huskies super fan. Muscular dystrophy keeps Ricardo in a wheelchair, but he loves football and is on the sideline at every Hanford West practice, then rocks the number 84 jersey and even some gloves for games. Some friends on the team asked Ricardo to come out and join them a few years ago. Now he leads the team on the field on Fridays, which he says is the best feeling.
Being with my friends out here, I like the sport. I like how they practice, like how they compete and try to do the best they can and try to support them, like cheer them on.
He's got this personality that is infectious, you know, because everybody wants to be around somebody that's happy all the time. And that kid, despite some of his hardships, has always got a smile on his face, and he always picks people up. And he's a great kid to have around other kids because he's an example of how we should approach life.
Meet Joe Money from Mount Whitney. This is Joe's 5th season on the sideline during practices and games. He takes care of the tee for the kicker and is Coach Marty Martin's right-hand man / bodyguard. Coach Martin says the young man with special needs was extremely shy as a freshman, wouldn't say 2 words to anyone, but the Pioneer players took him under their wing, and now he won't stop talking to everyone on campus. Those players also raised money to get a Letterman's jacket for, quote, the heart and soul of the team.
He's just a dude that if you're down, he brings you back up, and if you're up, he keeps it going. He keeps you laughing. He keeps it in the game, tells you to focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's there for you all the time.
For me, at least, he has a huge impact because you always want to do good for him, and he's always there for us. So we want to go out there and play for him.
Pretty obsessed with them, and they are my brothers and family to them, and they keep me safe and sound.
To watch him continue to mature and watch him to continue to grow as a person, you know, you can't put a dollar value on that. And the way the kids respond to him and the way they work with them, it's, you know, it's a model of what we should be and what we should do. And the way his life has changed and the way all of our lives have changed because of him being involved in our program. There isn't anything more important than that.
Joe Money is now a freshman at COS, and Coach Martin says he can continue to help out with the team as long as he's in school and continuing to better himself. Meet Gabe Miles, a 2008 Bullard grad who's been with the Knights for almost a decade. Gabe films practices and during games is a jack of all trades, keeping people back on the sideline, helping fix headsets or helmets, getting water, and just generally being Coach Donnie Arax's right-hand man. Gabe is special needs, but Coach Arax says a lot of things wouldn't get done if he wasn't around.
He sometimes calls me Dad. We've become very close. So Gabe is a special part of our program. And if you remember the MASH TV show, Radar O'Reilly, he's kind of like my radar. I lost my keys, Gabe. You know, where are my keys? Gabe remembers everything. If I tell him something in the morning to remind me of something, Gabe's going to remind me. So a very important part of our football family.
He takes me out to eat, you know, he pays for food, you know. I even ask him for my money, but now I'll take care of you. He takes care of me, you know. He even said, like a second son. He's a cool guy, man. The school's a good school, you know. I love this school.
Meet Ricky Gill, Madera senior and Coyotes super fan. Ricky was on the sidelines all through his high school career, getting the fans hyped. So beloved by fellow students, he was named Homecoming King this year. And he would wait at the end of the tunnel each home game as the football team ran out. We're told when Ricky enters a room on campus, the atmosphere elevates.
We all love the guy, and he makes us believe in each other, and like seeing him like want to be out on the field and just watching us every time, he's always cheering. Like if we drop a ball or if we're losing, he's still always cheering. And he just wants us to go hard every play, and just seeing him makes us go hard every play. He's always just waiting outside the tunnel, waiting for us to just run out. He's just cheering all of a sudden, and I don't know, it's a good sight to see.
Meet Nicky Espinosa, a special assistant coach for Fresno High this year. Nicky is actually a Central High grad, and in the spring is an assistant for the Grizzlies girls soccer team. But this fall he was with Ray Reyes' Warriors. The head coach says Nicky's spirit was a big part of the team's 9-1 regular season record, and the coach loves that Nicky is an eternal optimist.
After the game, he's so happy. I mean, it's, to me, a real joy I don't think I've experienced as a football coach. I've watched my players get happy, but I see in some way he makes it even better to celebrate a victory just by watching how happy he gets about a win. It just brings a little element around the team that I think is really needed and appreciated by me as the head coach.